Joe Bob Chamberman here, and today we're going to be unboxing a Kobalt 4 amp vibration dampening technology oscillating tool kit from Lowe's. So yeah, let's begin. The Kobalt 4 amp oscillating tool, it is corded. I like corded stuff. Bam, corded. Alright, let's get to opening. So there was a Craftsman, so this one was 89 bucks. Is 89 bucks. $89. There was this one and a Craftsman, same price, but the Craftsman was like a 3.5 amp or 3 amp, and it came with less tools, less little attachments. And I've bought Kobalt before. I like Kobalt brand stuff. I've never had a problem with it, so that's what I ended up going with, the Kobalt. Alright, so let's do it. Opening it up. Alright. You can see the first thing we got in the box is the bag. The Kobalt bag here. Oh wow, that's pretty nice. And the instructions, the manual for the Kobalt oscillating tool. Then we got the bag. Nice little K on the back of it. Real fancy. Not bad. Let's see how the inside of it looks here. Alright, I probably can't see in there that well because there's not a lot of light. Let me try to fix that a little bit here. Yes, maybe that helps. No pockets on the inside, but it does have some pockets on the outside. And it's got a nice hard bottom. So let's see what else we got in the bag. We've got sanding discs. Sanding plate. I bet this is the sanding plate. Straight edge blade, no grooves. Looks like we've got 2 grooved blades. And there's still more, guys. There is still more. We've got a 3rd grooved blade. It says wood and metal. Disc with serrated edges. And that's everything out of this box. Alright. And now it looks like here's the tool itself, the oscillating tool. Let's take a look at it. Alright. So when I was holding it at Lowe's, it felt big in my hand, you know. And it still does feel kind of big. Like some of the more expensive ones, like the D-Wall, were skinnier. They have a trigger on them. Those are up above $100, like well above $100. So what are some of the specifications? It looks like oscillations per minute, 11 to 18,000 oscillations per minute. The oscillating angle is 3.6 degrees. It's 4 amps. It has 6 speed settings, and the cord length is 10 feet, which is actually pretty nice. It also includes wood/metal plunge cutting blade, 2 wood plunge cutting blades. I got a rigid scraper blade. I got a sanding plate. I assume that this is my sanding plate. 760s, 7120s, and 7180s. Soft bag and user manual. Now let's go over the tool itself. So this has a 6-position speed dial with auto sense on speed 6. Here's that dial, and I guess you just adjust it to what you need. Well, I guess it's got half too, so you got 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, and 6. And now they say when you have it on speed 6, it's auto sense, so whatever that means. I assume that it's something about it can automatically detect whether it needs to go fast or slow or whatever. Now it's also got vibration dampening technology in the handle, so I guess you know everybody knows what that is. A toolless blade change lever, which is right here. So we got LEDs on it to illuminate the work area, right there. That's our LED. Magnetic surface to hold blade. It should fit all major brands of blades. And apparently it has a removable pin so it can accept Starlock blades. I don't even know what Starlock blades are. This is my first oscillating tool. I wasn't even really gonna get an oscillating tool ever. I was like, well, what do they use them for? I was like, there's nothing really that I would need an oscillating tool for. I've never used one before, but my uncle had brought one over when we were working on the house a little bit. I used it for all sorts of things. I used it to trim off little bits of wood to get the piece to fit perfect. I used it to cut out little pieces of metal or nails that were sticking out. Yeah, basically It's a handheld sawzall. Is basically what I have found out about it. It gets in some tough to reach spaces. It made a lot of the work I had to do a lot easier. That it would have been a lot tougher to do without this. So having used one time, I was like, wow, I better get one, and I did. So yeah. All right. So let's learn how to use this thing real quick. All right. A rigid scraper blade. So that would be the rigid scraper blade. Alright. Next on our list we got two of these wood plunge cutting blades. Alright. Yeah. A couple of those. Place those right there. Now this is letter I. This is the also a plunge cut blade, but it is for wood and metal. For wood and metal there. Yeah. Then this thing, this looks like the front of the Enterprise or something, maybe the disc part of the Enterprise. So this is the flush cut segment blade, and it is for wood and metal. All right, we got that. Almost looks like the front disc of the Enterprise, you know, and it separates. Or maybe if like the Klingons or something made an Enterprise, might have been what the disc looked like. That's what I think. Alright, so this is our flush cut segment blade for wood and metal. And then next up, the sanding pad. This is our sanding pad. Bam, it's a triangle. It's got ridges on the bottom of it, I guess, where the sandpaper attaches to, so this actually probably grabs a hold of the sandpaper. There we go. And there's the ridges. Alright. And then we got our sandpaper. We should have 7 of each grit. So we got my 180s. So that is 7 180 grit, 7 120s. And we should have 7 60. Alright, bam. Alright, so that is everything that comes with the oscillating tool. Let's figure out how to operate it. Well, this is the on-off switch, of course. Yeah. Oh, this is good. I'm glad I read this. Hold the tool firmly in the grip area and keep your hands away from the blade. Turn the tool to on. After tool use, turn the tool off and disconnect the tool from power supply to help prevent accidental starts. Variable speed dial. Change the speed only when the tool is off or when the tool is running at no load. Failure to obey this warning could cause loss of control and result in serious injury or property damage. Whenever you're using the tool, don't adjust the speed while you're using it. Pull it out, turn it off, adjust the speed, go back at it. Got it. That's a lot safer, yeah, because what you'll do is you'll have it up there using it, and then while you're in the middle of using it, you know, you'll reach down here and change the speed, and then you totally lose control. So we just don't want to do that. The LED work light located on the head of the multi-tool will illuminate when the on-off switch is moved to the on position. Installing and removing accessories. Disconnect the tool from power supply. Make sure the on-off switch is in the off position. Off. Turn the clamping lever on the head of the tool counterclockwise until a click. Counterclockwise. So we're going to turn it back this way. Jeez. Alright, there's the click. Next, you guys can see how this thing has spikes on it. Well, this thing has holes that match the spikes. So I just put this tool on there. Now remember, it said it's magnetic, so it's supposed to help hold it on there while you do this, I guess. Bam. Yeah, that thing is on there. And that's how we do that. Alright, man, so now the only thing left to do is plug it into power. Oh guys, this 10-foot cord is already coming in handy, because the plug I need to plug this into is quite far. Alright, so one more time before I plug this damn thing in, let's make sure it's off. Supposedly this is the off position. Pull the off switch backwards. Alright, that is off. Wow, it's actually a really nice cord, man. And you're like, what do you mean it's a really nice cord? You can just kind of tell the material. Real nice. Alright, here we go. We got plug. Here we go. Taking her for a test spin. Everybody ready? Here we go. Wow. That was full speed. This is the one lower than it. Let's just see what it sounds like on low speed. Not bad. Yeah, it lights nice. It lights pretty nice. There it is. It's not crazy loud. I'm able to talk over it without yelling. Yeah, I like it. This is where you hold it right here. And when you hold it firm, it really doesn't vibrate that hard. Goes all the way down to 1, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6. And there we go. Alright, not bad, not a bad little tool. Alright, well we unboxed the heck out of that. We sure did. So let me get it unplugged and we'll get everything put up in this nice little bag. I assume like most of my tools you don't want to pack this up with the blade attached to it. This is where it clicks. Bam. Pull that, take it off, put that back down. I like it. And like I said before, there are no pockets inside the bag. So yeah, we'll just set the oscillator down in there, and we will go ahead and put the manual with it. Zip this bad boy up. Then it's got a couple nice little pockets on the outside. And then I put all my sanding pads in the other pocket, and then bam, and there it is. Everything's in here. That is that whole kit. So this whole kit is in this bag now. We got my blades, sanding paper, and there's actually still plenty of room left in this bag, so you could probably use it for multiple things. Got the nice little cool K. As you can tell, it's some of the newer Kobalt stuff.